Hello, my dear students. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Innovative Science. Today, we are going to understand the structure of activity sheet and revise the board question paper pattern of class 9th and 10th of our subject Science and Technology Part 1 and Part 2. Also, we are going to discuss the new revised structure of activity sheet. My dear students, every person tries to become successful in his life. You can see in our surrounding, lots of people are trying to achieve their goal. To get success, you have to know some keys which will help you to become successful. Let's see keys to success. First key is to decide your goal. First, you have to decide your ultimate goal you want to achieve in your life. To achieve this goal, you should have concentration on your study. That means you have to concentrate on your study. After this, next key is efforts in right direction. To reach our goal, our direction should be right, and this effort should be done in appropriate time. If you do not do efforts in right direction, then that efforts would be worthless. Lots of students say, I do study, but they do not get their expected output because their efforts was in wrong direction. Therefore, your right direction is much important. Next key is continuity. To achieve our goal, we should always have continuity in our preparation. Continuous effort should be there. So, you use these keys in your study, and then your success is no far. Students, therefore, in this video, we are going to study a new revised pattern of our question paper. In that, first let us see the revised question paper pattern of class 9th and class 10th of Science and Technology Part 1. This paper is of total 40 marks, and for this you have to 2 hours. You can see some instructions in the beginning of your paper. First instruction is all questions should be attempted. It is necessary to solve all 4 questions, that is question number 1, question number 2, question number 3 and question number 4. Next instruction is that whenever necessary, scientifically correct diagrams and correct labeling should be drawn. That means you have to draw the correct diagram and label it. Next instruction is start every main question on a new page. Means you have to start new question like question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4 on new page. Then fourth instruction is that numbers to the right side indicates marks. They shows that question consists of how many marks. Then fifth instruction is that for question number 1A, MCQ marks will be given only for the first attempt. Means question number first A is of MCQ type question. For this question, you will be given 4 options. From these options, you have to select one correct answer. Examiner will consider your answer which you write first. So students, their erasing answer is not allowed. Then next instruction is that, and this instruction is so much important, the answer of every MCQ should be written as shown. Example first A. That means if you want to write answer of question first, then you can simply write the option number of your answer like A, B, C or D. Students, there is no need to write full answer. There is no need to write full answer. Your marks will be given to your option number. Your marks will be given to your option number. After this, let's understand the structure of every question. In this, question number first A have 5 questions consisting to 5 marks. 5 questions consisting to 5 marks. That means each question contains 1 mark. These questions are from textbook based only, and all these questions are MCQ questions. Question number first P has 5 questions. Each questions have 1 mark. There will be no fill in the blanks question in this question, and this question carries 5 marks. Question number 2A consists of 3 scientific reasoning questions. You will be given 3 scientific reasons and you have to explain it. You will be given 3 scientific reasons and you have to explain it. You have to attempt any 2 questions. You have to attempt any 2 questions. Each question contain 2 marks. With optional questions of question number 2A, there is 6 marks. Question number 2B is of 5 questions. You have to solve any 3 questions. Each question contains 2 marks. With optional questions, total 10 marks. Next, question number 3. In question number 3, you have to 8 questions. You have to attempt any 5. Each question will be give 3 marks. So total 15 marks from 5 questions. In question number 4, it has 5 marks. From given 2 questions, you have to solve any 1 question. 1 question will be from chemistry and 1 will be from physics. So, students, kindly attention here. Same weightage is given in each question. In question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, same weightage is given for chemistry and physics. Chemistry and physics. Chemistry and physics. Therefore, there is a same weightage. Then, let's move to revised question paper pattern of part 2. I would like to tell you all total mark and time and instruction for part 2 are same as that of part 1. You can see here marks 40 and time 2 hours and instructions are same. All these instructions are same. And you have to concentrate on these all instructions. Let's see paper pattern of part 2. In part 2, in question number first A, 5 questions, and all these questions are textbook based, and all these questions are MCQ questions, and these 5 questions carries 5 marks. In question number first P contains 5 questions for 5 marks. No filling the blank questions are included in this question. Next question is question number 2A. Here also 3 questions for 2 marks each. You have attempt any 2. Remember these. At least 1 question will be from biology and 1 question will be from environmental science. All these questions are scientific reasoning questions. And in question number 2B contain 5 questions for 2 marks each. You have to attempt any 3. 2 questions will be from biology and 2 questions from environmental science. And this question carries 6 marks with optional 10 marks. In question number 3, you will be given 8 questions for 3 marks and you have to attempt any 5. Therefore, 5 questions and each carry 3 marks. Therefore 5 into 3, 15 marks. And with optional, total 24 marks. In question number 3 also, 4 questions from biology and 4 questions from environmental science. Last question will give you 5 marks. Each contains 2 questions. Each question have 5 marks. In these questions, 1 question will be from biology and 1 will be from environmental science. So, let us see total marks. Question number first will be 10 marks. Question number second will be 10 marks. Question number third will give you 15 marks, and last question contain 5 marks. In the end of total marks for this paper will give you 40 marks and with options 60 marks. Give attention to hear students. In each question, biology and environmental science has equal weightage. Now, let us discuss the structure of activity sheet. In question number first A will be textbook based question, and this will be contains MCQ type questions, that means multiple choice questions, and this question will be for 5 marks. Question number first B contain 5 different type of questions. First B contains 5 different type of questions, and in first B no filling the blank questions. These questions will be asked from following question types. In that, first question type is find odd man out. Find the odd man out. This type can be include 4 to 5 components, so that the student have to choose the odd man out after some rational thinking. It can also be in the form of picture. That means you have to pick one odd man out from a given 4 to 5 components. And for this, sometimes pictures can also be used. For this, sometimes pictures can also be used. Then, next type is the correlation. That means correlate. The question will be on the same scientific concept to determine the correlation. There will be no ambiguity. This relation will be on same criteria. This relation will be on same criteria. So, you will be not get confused. Therefore, you will be not get confused. Then next type of question is you have to match pairs. Match the column or make pairs. 4 to 5 words are given in 2 groups to match. 4 alternatives may be given for 2 components, and the alternatives will have similarities. That means there is close relationship, so that students will have to think logically to reach the correct answer. Students, you have to match correct pairs from two columns. One column contain two names and other will contain 4 to 5 options. Other column contains 4 to 5 options. You have to pair correct one from 4 to 5 options. Then next type of question is true or false. Write if the given statement is true or false. You have to state where given statement is true or false. Just write true or false. In case if you know the right statement, then you can write it there. If you confidently know the right statement, then you have to write it on your answer book. Then next type of question is give the names or molecular formula. This type of questions can also include a figure to name or a flow chart with a blank. It means they can give you any diagram or chemical reaction or to identify diagram or chemical reaction or molecular formula, and you have to give its name. They can also ask you to tell any molecular or structural formula of a particular compound. So, students, give attention to this statement. There will be no fill in the blank questions in question number 1B. Now, let's see how question number 2 will be. In question number 2A, they will ask you 3 scientific reasoning questions. You have to attempt any 2 questions and it gives you 4 marks. In question number 2B, question number 2B have 5 questions and you have to attempt any 3 and each gives you 2 marks. Let's understand what kind of questions will be there in this question. First type is solving numerical problems. Different problems but based on those given in the lessons. In this type of question, different problems but based on those given in the lessons. They ask you problems from chapters which contain numerical problems. Different problems can be asked, but these problems will be similar to that of textbook problems. Different problems are asked, but these problems are similar to textbook problems. Next type of question is laws, definition or principles. And you have to explain that law or definition or principle with examples. That means you will be asked to define any concept or state any law or principle and you have to explain it with examples. They can ask you rules like right hand thumb rule or Fleming's left hand rule, Fleming's right hand rule, etc. Next type of question is short notes. You have to write short note on concept which they will be asked. They can also give you any diagram or picture. For that, you have to first find out the diagram, or you have to first find out the concept on which that diagram is, and after that you have to write short note on that concept. You have to write at least 4 points. In this type of question, you have to write at least 4 points. For example, sometimes they can give you picture of process of anodization, and you have to identify the picture of that process and then write short note on it. And in this type of question, you have to mention at least 4 points. Then next type of question is the chemical reactions with equations. This question can be to name a chemical reaction, or to complete or to balance the incomplete or unbalanced reaction, and also identifying the chemical reaction. That means in this type of question, you have to explain the chemical reaction. You will be given any chemical reaction. You have to give name of it and explain it, or they can also give you a unbalanced or incomplete reaction to complete or balance and explain. They can also ask you for molecular name or molecular formula also. Then next type of question is complete the following chart, or to complete the flow chart. Incomplete flow chart with 4 to 5 blank spaces will be given. That means in question paper, incomplete flow chart or incomplete diagram is given, and in that 4 to 5 blank spaces will be given. They will give you incomplete table with 4 to 5 blank spaces, and you have to complete that chart properly. Each blank space have half mark. Remember, each blank space have half mark. Next type of question is give difference between. You will be give any two components, and it is necessary to write at least 4 difference of that components. Each difference have half mark. Keep this in mind. You have to write difference in both columns. If you wrote characteristics or properties of only one component, then it is worthless. You will get 0 mark even though that property is correct. Then next point or next question is write properties or characteristics or uses or advantages or effects. In this type of questions, you have to write minimum 4 statements. Here also you have to write 4 points with examples. Then next type of question, give examples. You have to write at least 4 examples of concept. You have to write 4 examples of that concept or process or component. Note these. In these examples, you are free to write examples from day-to-day life. You are free to write examples from day-to-day life. Then let's move forward. How will be questions in question number 3? In question number 3, you have to study in previous slides. That question number 3 has 8 questions for 3 marks each. You have to attempt any 5. And this question number 3 carries 15 marks. Now, let us see sub-questions from this question. First is give explanation using the given statements. That means you will be given a statements. You have to find out concept and hint which is in this statement. These statements can include some properties or characteristics of that concept. After finding out the concept, you have to explain it with examples. And in this type of question, you have to write 6 points each, and each point carries a half mark. Then next type of question is suggest remedies or measures. This type of question will have questions about problems or effects related to daily life. You have to give remedies on problems for our regular life. This is not textbook based question. You have to think for this question. Therefore, you have to think for this question. Then next point is explanation of diagrams. Unlabeled diagram will be given to label and explain. Any diagram will be given to you. On this diagram, few questions will be asked. There will be no labeling to this diagram. This diagram can also be any rule or law also. Then next type of question is complete the table or chart. Incomplete chart to complete or give information based on that. Incomplete table will be there. You are expected to complete it and describe it properly. After this, next type of question is explain with examples. This question include chemical reactions. You have to explain given reaction with the help of examples. That means you have to ask the extraction process of metals, and for that explanation you have to mention the chemical reactions involved in it. That means you have to write explanation with examples. Then next type of question is solve numerical problems. These problems will be based on concept given in textbook, but difficulty level will be high. So, to think on it and solve properly. Next type of question is complete the diagram. Incomplete diagram or flowchart of food chain or electrical circuit will be given, and you have to complete and write correct diagram and explain it. You have to complete and write a correct diagram or draw a correct diagram and explain it. Then next type of question is answer questions based on figures. Diagram with questions based on it will be asked. Write correct answer of question and explain it. Next type of question is write answers with explanations. This is simply to explain given question with proper examples. For example, what is meant by revolutionary orbit of planet, how it is measured. This type of questions are included in this question. Then next type of question, write laws, theories and explain it. Next type of question, complete the paragraph. There will be paragraph with 6 blank spaces with 7 to 8 options for this. We have 7 to 8 options are given, and we have to fill the 6 blank spaces. So fill in the blank carefully, and this paragraph can be from your textbook. That paragraph will be from your textbook. You have to pick correct 6 points or 6 options and fill it in correct spaces. Last question type is you will be asked to explain or describe any law or principle. So this type of questions can be asked in question number 3. Now let us move to question number 4. In this question, 2 sub questions are there. Each question contains 5 marks. You can attempt any one from this. So question number 4 will give you 5 marks. What type of questions will be there in this question? Let's give a glance on that. First question type is draw diagram and explain it. So you have to draw diagram with appropriate labels, and after that labeling you have to explain it. Then next type of question, correct the diagram. In paper there will be an incorrect diagram. You have to draw a correct diagram on your answer sheet, and you have to give a proper explanation for that. Third type of question is classify with detailed explanation. Different components will be there, and you will have to separate them in proper way. This can include different animals to separate them into different kingdoms. For 9th class, it can be separation of different plants, and also you have to explain it. What was the criteria or what type of principle for their separation or for their classification? Next type of question is answer the question from paragraph. One short paragraph will be there, and on this paragraph at least 5 questions will be asked. Very interesting questions on that paragraph will be asked, and these questions will make you to think. These are high order thinking questions. That means these questions are hot questions. You have to read it properly. Hello students, you have to read it properly and think on it and write their answer with correct explanation. You have to push your brain a bit, but you will be very excited to solve these beautiful questions. Questions in this section will be contain at least 5 questions. Each question contain 1 mark. Therefore, for that 5 questions, we have to 5 marks. Then, next type of question is asked in 4th question. Complete chart or complete the table. There will be 3 to 4 columns in this table or chart. You will have to complete that chart or table properly, and after completing it, explain it. That means first of all you have to complete chart, and after that you have to explain that chart or table. This can include charts related to principles or laws also. Then next type of question is answer the questions in detail. You will have to prove any statement or describe activity. Remember this, that diagram contains 5 marks, so describe it properly with proper points with the help of the diagram. For example, how will you do particular activity or experiment? That means sometimes experiments are also asked in this question. Next type of question, make a concept diagram. That concept diagram is based on any concept or any component or any technology. Any activity will be asked to you, and you have to draw tree structure or tree diagram of that activity, and with the help of that tree structure you have to explain it. Especially such type of questions are asked in environmental science. So my dear students, this kind of questions will be there in question paper of Science and Technology Part 1 and Part 2. Then now let's move to chapter wise weightage for each and every chapter. First, let's see chapter wise weightage of Science and Technology Part 1. Here you can see I have written chapter-wise weightage of 10 chapters of part 1, and you have to carefully observe this table. Effects of electric current, refraction of light, carbon compounds contain 5 marks. So this is 99.99% sure that question number 4 will be asked from these 3 chapters. From these 3 chapters. If you do these 3 chapters perfectly, you will get 5 marks. Now let us see chapter wise weightage for part 2. See this table also. I have written chapter-wise weightage for 10 chapters. Carefully observe this table and what type of weightage is given for each and every chapter. Here also two red numbers are given, and that numbers given to a chapter: life processes in living organism part 2 and environmental management. These two chapters contain 5 marks, means question number 4 will be asked from these two chapters. So make these chapters perfect. From this table you will get idea which chapter has how many marks and what weightage is given for each and every chapter. So keep this weightage in your mind while studying. You can get from this that written paper that you give 40 marks from second part and 40 marks from first part. Remaining 20 marks are for practical exam. This practical exam is included in internal exams. That internal exam is for class 9th and 10th also. Therefore, let us see the internal assessment mark distribution for class 9th and 10th. Kindly remember, students, it is expected to complete or to do 80% of experiments given in your journal. For practical exam, those experiments will be asked to do which you have performed in a year. Let's understand how will be marking process for this exam. For first semester, you have to do 2 experiments. That is, 1 experiment for part 1 and 1 experiment for part 2. Each experiment has 6 marks. So, total 12 marks for performing experiments in first term. 12 marks are for experiments. Then next, journal will give you total 4 marks. 2 marks for part 1 and 2 marks for part 2. Students, these marks are in your hands. Complete your journal properly and carefully so that you get 4 marks. Hello students. One most important point is, kindly notice that you will be not allowed to give practical exam if you don't have journal. This way you will be miss total 16 marks. It is necessary to write experiments which you perform in year in your journal. Then remaining 4 marks are for your project. 2 marks for each part. This project you have to complete in 2 semesters. In first semester, first select your project. Select your project, that means selection of topic. Then preparation of that topic or preparation of that project or planning of that project, all these processes are included in first term. So do all preparations and planning for your project. So my dear students, how projects should be done, what topic of project should be choose, all this I am going to explain in detail in my upcoming videos. So kindly remain touch with me. Next, see now what is the second semester. In second semester also, experiment contain 12 marks and journal has 4 marks. Difference in project in this semester, you have to perform your project. That means performation means the implementation of your project. You have to implement your project and writing of that project. That means the writing here, writing of that project. You have to present your project in front of students. I also going to discuss how to write your project in my next video. So give attention to some points related to project. First point is project topic should be from the exercise of the textbook, or new project topic is also welcome. Then next point, you have to do one project for part 1 and one project for part 2. Means total 2 projects are compulsory. Now let's study mark distribution of experiments. In practical examination, how marks are given for you. For part 1 and part 2, I give here a separation. Methodology of experiment has 3 marks for each part. Methodology of experiment gives 3 marks. That means total 6 marks. Observations has 2 marks for each part. Observation gives you 2 marks. 2 marks for part 1 and 2 marks for part 2. Total 4 marks. And after that, conclusions or inference gives you 1 mark for part 1 and 1 mark for part 2. Total 2 marks. That means in practical exam, 6 plus 4 plus 2, total 12 marks are given for experiments. This marking system is same for standard 9 and standard 10 practical exam. Now let us see mark distribution of class 9th. In first semester, there are 10 chapters. Out of first 5 included in science and technology part 1. First 5 topics are included for science 1 and each topic carries 8 marks. Each topic carries 8 marks. Therefore, total marks 5 into 8 is equal to 40 marks for paper first. Then, for science and technology part 2, number of topics 5. Each topic carry 8 marks. Therefore, 5 into 8 is equal to 40 marks. So, kindly remember students, first 10 chapters are included in first semester. Out of these 10, first 5 are in part 1 and next 5 are for part 2. Then for next semester, second semester, Science and Technology part 1, number of topics 4. That means 11, 12, 13 and 14. All these 4 chapters are for part 1 and for semester 2nd. Each topic carries 10 marks. Therefore, 4 into 10, total 40 marks. And after that, next topic are included for part 2. Total 4 chapters are for part 2. Chapter number 15, 16, 17 and 18 are included in part 2. Therefore, these 4 chapters give you 40 marks. But note this, according to the duration of each semester, exam authorities can change the number of topics. That means sometimes if semester is shorter, first semester is shorter, then 8 chapters are for first semester and 10 chapters are for second semester. Therefore, sometimes such a type of changes are also done by exam authorities. Now, let us see mark distribution for project. And this marking system is for standard 9th, 10th also. Science and Technology part 1 and part 2. Evaluation of the projects. In first semester, evaluation of first semester. Topic of the project. That means the selection of project, preparation of that project, planning of that project gives a 1 mark. And actual work that gives you 1 mark. Therefore, total 2 marks are given in first semester. And in second semester, implementation of the project contain 1 mark. And after that, completion of that project and presentation of that project gives 1 mark. In this manner, 2 marks are given in second semester. So students, in this way, we have to understood the structure of your paper, chapter wise weightage, evaluation of your projects and evaluation of your practical exam. I am glad to mention you, I am going to upload video on how to write answer sheet, how to perform project and its demonstration, its implementation and concerned videos for each chapter of class 10. So subscribe to our Innovative Science channel so you will not miss any important video. Thanks.